Sniper Elite Resistance is the latest game in the tactical third-person shooter series, known for its realistic ballistics and open-world levels. Set in 1944, Vichy, France, it stars a new character, Harry Hawker, who teams up with the French resistance to take down a mysterious new Nazi weapon, the Wunderwaffe. Rebellion aimed to keep the game's size and mechanics similar to the last one. The focus was on crafting big, open levels that act like playgrounds, letting players tackle their goals in all sorts of ways, whether that's charging in guns blazing, sneaking around quietly, or taking out enemies from a distance with some expert sniping. They improved the ballistic system too, so players have to think about wind, gravity, and even their heart rate for those perfect shots. Plus, the X-ray kill cam is back, and it's more intense and detailed than ever. Released on January 30th, 2025, the game got a lot of love from fans, who appreciated it for being a solid follow-up that gave them exactly what they wanted: deep stealth and satisfying sniping moments. One of the coolest features was the way it emphasized player choice and immersion. It felt like an immersive sim, allowing players to uncover new objectives by eavesdropping on NPCs, using environmental traps to take out targets, and finding various ways to sneak in and out. It also brought back the popular invasion mode, letting another player jump into the main campaign as a Nazi sniper, which added an asymmetrical multiplayer twist to the single-player game. Escape from Duckov is a fun, single-player game that combines extraction shooter and RPG elements, and it really took off in 2025. Don't be fooled by the name. This game offers a tough survival challenge where you play as a tactical duck in a post-apocalyptic world. The main idea is to dive into dangerous areas to scavenge for gear, battle against humans and mutated birds with solid shooting mechanics, and try to get away with your loot before you get taken out. Developed by Team Soda, the game uses the Unity engine and mixes a cute, cartoon-style vibe with some gritty gameplay mechanics. It's a love letter to the hardcore extraction genre, but focuses entirely on PvE. The team put a lot of effort into crafting a satisfying progression system where everything you gather helps level up your character's skills, improve your secure home base, and unlock crafting blueprints for better gear. Each successful run feels meaningful and pushes you towards a final narrative. Launched on October 16th, 2025, the game was an instant hit, getting overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam and selling over 3 million copies by the end of the year. Critics loved how it captured the nail-biting tension of the extraction genre without the hassle of player versus player battles. What really set it apart was its focus on deep shooting mechanics, which are usually rare in top-down games. With over 50 customizable weapons that have detailed stats for recoil, ammo penetration, and handling, you really had to think about your loadout and how you shoot, proving that a single-player PvE model can nail the looter-shooter experience. Doom: The Dark Ages is the exciting prequel to the modern Doom series, putting the Slayer in a brutal medieval war against Hell that we've never seen before. It's a single-player FPS that slows things down a bit, trading some of the fast-paced, acrobatic feel of previous games for a more grounded and tactical combat experience. ID Software used the latest version of the ID Tech engine to create a stunning, dark fantasy world. One of the biggest changes is the Slayer's shield, which is a key for fighting. You can use this shield to block attacks, or even better, make a timely parry that stuns enemies and refills your resources. This encourages players to dive straight into battle like an iron tank. The game also expands the Slayer's weapon choices beyond just guns, adding heavy medieval melee weapons like a flail and gauntlet. Plus, there are epic moments where you can pilot a massive Atlan mech and ride a cybernetic dragon to take down huge foes. Released on May 15th, 2025, the game got a ton of praise for its bold new direction. Critics loved the new strategic combat style brought by the shield and the feeling of power from the medieval weapons. What made it stand out was its ambition. Adding playable vehicles like the Atlan mech and the cybernetic dragon changed up the arena design, bringing in large-scale combat sequences that shook up the classic Doom formula while still keeping the bloody, resource-driven survival feel that fans know and love. Ark Raiders is a third-person extraction shooter that surprised everyone when it dropped in 2025. Set in a messed-up version of Earth, players head out from an underground base to the surface to gather resources and tackle objective-based trials, all while fending off threats like the tough AI known as the Ark and other players. Developed by the folks at Embark Studios, the game was made on Unreal Engine 5. It focuses on the tension of PvPvE, with massive Ark robots that are smart and adaptive, often forcing player squads to team up to take down big bosses like the Rocketeer. The third-person view is pretty unique for this type of game, making it easier to strategize and spot targets. Good positioning and awareness of your surroundings are just as important as having good aim. Released on October 30th, 2025, Ark Raiders was a massive hit with players, tying for the highest-rated game of the year with a 94% rating on some sites. It tackled a lot of the common issues seen in extraction games, earning praise for its solid gunplay and the thrilling tension from its high-threat AI. What really stood out were the spontaneous moments between players that generated some intense and unpredictable stories. Battlefield 6 marks a great comeback for the series, bringing back that classic all-out warfare vibe fans love. It's all about huge multiplayer battles, mixing infantry, air, and vehicle combat across massive maps. DICE has built it using an upgraded Frostbite engine, specifically designed for next-gen consoles and top-tier PCs to handle large player counts and cutting-edge tech. One of the coolest aspects that fans quickly loved was the return of the classic class system, reintroducing roles like Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon. This added some much-needed strategy and teamwork to the multiplayer, which players had been asking for. Plus, the game features an awesome destruction system that lets players knock down buildings, bridges, and cover during matches, making each battle really dynamic. Launched on October 10th, 2025, Battlefield 6 became a huge hit, achieving some of the best sales figures the franchise has seen in years. While the single-player campaign got mixed reviews, the multiplayer experience was celebrated as a real return to form. What stood out was the epic scale and organic chaos. Imagine burning aircraft wreckage falling from the sky or a tank squad charging through a crumbling building. These kinds of unscripted, massive moments make Battlefield special, and it really brought back the layered, tactical multiplayer that longtime fans had been craving. And that is the definitive breakdown of 5 of the most essential shooters of 2025. Whether you were fighting robots in a dynamic extraction shooter or taking down Nazis with a perfect shot, this year delivered on action. Which of these shooters was the highlight of your gaming year? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the Paladin signing off, and I will see you next time.